Hello, shalom, everyone. I'm Kathy Berry, for those who don't know, and I've been with Tiktop for about 11 years. I had for many years worked very closely with the dance ministry. Now, currently, I am trying to get back up and running through Clarine's help to do more of the cantoral activities, but I still have one big goal, and that is to attend the annual camping trip.
Yes.
So that's something I haven't accomplished yet. So that's my next thing that I want to do with my Tiktop family. I'm also currently finishing up a master's in theology with an emphasis in Jewish studies. So I'm excited about that. The title is actually Made in God's Image, Renewing the Divine Attributes in Humanity. And it started out as a theological paper for a class. Within that context, the professor wanted me to present it as a journal article for publication. And actually today it's out. The link is live, and in our class when we have our discussion, I'll provide that link for you so you can see the complete journal. Yeah, so that's how the teaching came about. The primary argument behind the paper is to, first and foremost, argue in favor of a literal reading of Genesis 1 through 3 in particular, but within the context of Genesis 1 through 11. And why is that important? And we'll cover three specific questions through our course together. The first being, why is Genesis 1 through 11 relevant as a historical narrative within this, what they call a Toledot structure? And that's the generational structure. These are the generations of the heavens and the earth. These are the generations of Noah, and so forth. And why is that important? How do the divine attributes in humanity reflect the Creator? And we'll also look at how are these attributes affected by what I'm going to call the Great Uncovering. It's a phrase that I like to use in lieu of the more theologically understood term of the fall of mankind. I like to use the Great Uncovering because it really reflects the Hebrew better. The discussion is focusing from a midrashic perspective. It also looks at the Hebrew within the text in order to illustrate the necessity for viewing Genesis 1 through 3 as a literal reading. There are theologians who prefer to look at that particular portion, the opening creation narratives, as a unique literary genre or folklore. So I'm advocating that, no, we need to look at it from a literal perspective. And how does that affect humanity? How does that affect our perspective on the divine attributes in humanity and what purpose do we serve? And it also provides the context for the restoration of those divine attributes after the Great Uncovering. Well, I would like to encourage those who plan to participate to read Genesis 1 through 3 to kind of help stir up any questions or comments that they'd like to participate with. We're going to be interacting throughout using a PowerPoint, and I'd like to hear people's input. So if they have a chance to look at those texts before they come, that would be really good.